listening right now, perhaps you can notice the gentle details of this moment. The quiet hum, the feeling of support beneath you, the air around your skin. And maybe as you breathe, you can imagine sitting by a soft flowing river. There's no need to move, just watching how the water effortlessly glides around stones. And some people find that as you listen deeply, it becomes easier for your mind to settle, perhaps in the way a leaf might float along that river, carried by currents seen and unseen. And the more you listen, the more you might notice how your awareness can drift, like sunlight dappling through trees that arch over that river. Each patch of light a different thought. You don't have to chase any of them. They just come and go. And you might sense a gentle comfort growing, running alongside the steady flow of that river. And as a pebble settles into the riverbed, you can let yourself rest, allowing each breath to bring you a little deeper into this peaceful place, where the river knows its own path, and you can simply watch it unfold. It's interesting, isn't it, how rivers remember their journey, how sometimes water flows along familiar banks, but every now and then a new current appears. And maybe, if you imagine that you are that gentle current, you begin to sense the banks not as walls, but as guides that can be outgrown. A river may surge or find a hidden way around an obstacle, sometimes slowly, patiently wearing away a stone, sometimes seeking an entirely new course. All the while, beyond the surface, deeper waters move, guided by a wisdom that's difficult to see, but always present. And perhaps you can recall times when you trusted a certain path because it seemed safe, only to find much later that your own direction was always inside you. Sometimes groups or beliefs act like strong banks, shaping your choices, maybe even suggesting the water could never break free. But notice how, with patience, the true current gathers strength, gently but surely moving beyond any imposed boundary. And maybe you know the sensation, a moment of doubt, a glimpse of sunlight between leaves, a quiet question echoing within. Is this my voice or someone else's? Deep down, you can recognize the difference between an external voice and your own inner knowing. That authentic current that's belonged to you since the very beginning. When people say you must do this to belong, it's a little like a river being told it must run uphill. And yet water always remembers its own level. And so perhaps you begin to allow your own truth to flow, noticing how it feels to distinguish what springs from your own well and what arrives from another source. And I can remember a story of a willow tree by the bank, whose long roots trailed in the water, echoing the pull of the current. The tree wanted to be a river, but trees are not rivers, no matter how hard they try to follow the river's flow. Yet the tree provided shade and shelter for the leaf that finally decided to travel on the current, floating gently further and further, realizing it could enjoy both the comfort of the shore and the freedom of the open stream. And in this way, part of you can safely explore new waters, trusting that your authentic current will guide you kindly, moving as swiftly or as gently as you choose. And you may map the landscape now, noticing the places where the banks narrow and the river must squeeze through. Those tight places are not barriers, just reminders that you have permission to find your own way, even if it means changing direction, flowing into the unknown, or rediscovering forgotten tributaries of connection, self-compassion, and independence. And remember, the river's journey is valid, however winding, however long. And as you rest in this awareness, notice how every stone, each branch, even the gentle resistance of the bank, can teach you about your own power to choose, to sense, to pause or to surge forwards. It's not about tearing down every bank, but trusting yourself to grow beyond what no longer fits, shaping your life with your own hands, just as a river carves the landscape over time. And when you're ready, that inner wisdom can surface, gently guiding you to a place of clarity and self-direction, wherever your true current leads. And now, as your attention gradually returns to the present, you may begin to notice your breath guiding you back, the air moving in and out, the sensations of your body, the soft feeling of the seat or bed supporting you. Take a slightly deeper breath, feeling the energy returning to your arms, your legs, and your face. Perhaps you even hear distant sounds, see lights through your eyelids, sense the room again. With each breath, come back fully to this moment, carrying a sense of clarity and quiet strength. And when you're certain you're ready, you can gently open your eyes, perhaps feeling as refreshed as a traveler returning home along the river's path. And in the hours and days to come, you may notice your own voice grows clearer, guiding choices that honor your needs and your journey. And whenever you reflect on belonging, let yourself remember authentic freedom is the birthright of every flowing river, including yours. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You've made some meaningful progress. If you found this valuable, you can return to it anytime you wish. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.